Most Americans think they understand their credit score, but here's the uncomfortable truth. You could be doing everything right and still silently destroying your score without even realizing it. Imagine paying your bills on time every single month, avoiding debt, and still watching your FICO score drop for reasons no one ever clearly explained to you. That's exactly what's happening to millions of people right now. The system isn't broken, but it is complex, and hidden inside that complexity are small habits that quietly damage your credit profile over time. Today, we're uncovering the credit score killers that most Americans ignore, the ones that don't get talked about enough but can make the difference between getting approved for a mortgage or being denied. Let's start with something that seems harmless: paying off your credit card in full before the statement closes. It sounds responsible, and financially it is. But from a FICO scoring perspective, it can actually backfire. Your credit utilization, which is one of the most important factors in your score, is calculated based on what gets reported to the credit bureaus at the time your statement closes, not when you pay the bill. So if you pay everything off early and your statement reports a zero balance, it can look like you're not using credit at all. Ironically, the system rewards responsible usage, not inactivity. This means that showing a small balance, typically under 10%, can actually help your score more than showing zero. Now let's talk about something even more surprising: your spending timing. Most people don't realize that using a large portion of your credit limit, even for a few days, can hurt your score, even if you pay it off later. If your card reports during that high balance window, your utilization spikes and your score can drop temporarily. This is why people sometimes see random fluctuations in their score despite no real change in their financial habits. It's not about how much you owe overall, it's about what gets reported at the wrong moment. High utilization, even short term, signals risk to lenders, and that signal can cost you points. Another silent killer is closing old credit cards. It feels logical to shut down accounts you no longer use, especially if they have annual fees, but doing so can shrink your total available credit and shorten your credit history, both of which hurt your FICO score. Your length of credit history makes up a significant portion of your score, and older accounts carry more weight. When you close them, you're essentially erasing part of your financial timeline. Even worse, reducing your available credit increases your utilization ratio, which can create a double hit to your score. Then there's the issue of authorized user accounts. Many people add themselves to a family member's card to build credit faster. And while this strategy can work, it can also backfire and then there's the impact of small missed payments. A single late payment, even by just 30 days, can have a significant impact on your FICO score, especially if you previously had a clean history. Payment history is the most heavily weighted factor in your score, and once a late payment is reported, it can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years. What's worse is that many people don't even realize they missed a payment due to autopay failures, expired cards, or overlooked small balances. That one mistake can undo years of good behavior. Finally, there's the psychological trap that ties all of this together. Most Americans focus on big financial moves like paying off debt or increasing income, but they ignore the small technical details of how credit actually works. The system isn't just measuring responsibility, it's measuring patterns, timing, and behavior in a very specific way. If you don't understand those rules, you can unknowingly send the wrong signals, even when your intentions are good. At the end of the day, your credit score isn't just a number, it's a reflection of how well you understand the system you're playing in. The difference between an average score and an excellent one often comes down to avoiding these hidden mistakes that most people never talk about. Once you become aware of them, you can start making small adjustments that lead to big results over time. Because in the world of credit, it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart.